Bulls are riddled with injuries, with Nikola Vucevic barely playing on one leg, and also Zach LaVine out for the entire rest of the season. I don't want to say it'd be interesting, but hopefully pretty fun. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna see how this goes. Maybe we get, I don't know, completely dumbfounded and lose to this team, or we somehow make it to the next round. But before then, make sure you guys obviously like the video. If you do like the video, and subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of things planned for the upcoming month of December, so make sure you guys obviously subscribe, do stick around, keep it notified. Also make sure you guys comment down below, I guess maybe how your Thanksgiving went, how excited you are for Christmas now. I'm definitely bumping some Christmas tunes now. I always wait for the day after Thanksgiving to start doing some Christmas stuff, so super duper excited about that. And also about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Make sure you guys keep me tuned in if you guys ever do anything for those days. I'm gonna try to look out for some stuff for sure, But anyways, as we continue on, I need to grind this defensive badge I can get right here, just locking down some of the bench guys from the Philadelphia 76ers. But anyways, like I said, the Chicago Bulls, since I did play the first game in my last episode, in this video, I'm just going to be basically just showing you, I guess, highlights or whatever of the series that went on. So this is game 2. It is an away game, and as you can see from the little recap here, your boy Jake Baller didn't do so well. This was actually a simulated game, and it was definitely pretty tough. It looked like for us, us as in Jake Baller, but we came out with the victory. And then game 3 was a home game for Philadelphia, and I actually played this game, and I turned up the difficulty to Superstar. By the way, in my last video, I told you guys I was going to play the rest of the playoffs on Superstar, and it's tough. It's definitely not fun whatsoever. Super duper close game, and it's just been very, very, very grindy. A lot of cheesing, a lot of pick and roll, a lot of praying that, you know, Joel Embiid can carry us to wins. And as you can see, the deadly pick and roll of Joel Embiid and Jake Baller is strong. That's the main reason why I came to Philadelphia. I love pick and roll. I love the sort of, I guess, the situations you can create with the pick and roll. It's so much fun. But it looks like here in a crunch time scenario in game 3, Alonzo Ball hits a bang 3, puts the Bulls up by 1. What's funny is Ben Simmons, who just left Alonzo Ball wide open for 3, wants the ball right now. That's gonna be a no, dude. I will take care of this. After giving up that 3-pointer, you're definitely not getting this ball. And again, super grindy move, I know. I mean, it's unstoppable. The Jake Baller, Joel Embiid connection is so strong. And yeah, that basically left them with 1 shot left. DeMar DeRozan looking like he's hungry for that ball. I tried to, I don't know, cancel that out. I stripped the ball just barely. DeMar DeRozan, not the best 3-point shooter, clanks it off the front of the rim. And the defense of your boy, Jake Baller, I guess technically wins the game there. And yeah, definitely a lot of fun. This was a tough game, but barely made it up on top. 1-point win, 20 points, 5 assists. A lot tougher on Superstar, I'll tell you that. So, not super excited about the rest of these games. Oh, I'm sorry, we're up 3 games. I think I said 2 games. We're up 3 games. As of right now, we are Knicks fans because we definitely do not want to try to go up against the Nets in the next round. And around the other playoffs, the Blazers and Warriors, that's probably a very fun series. And then the Mavericks are getting the best of the Clippers finally. Also, in my last game, I was wondering why it was so tough for us. Tobias Harris fractured his wrist, and is going to be out for probably the rest of this series and maybe even the next series. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. That's just very, very bad for us, not gonna lie. So I was trying to figure out why we were having such struggles when I was simulated out of the game. It's because Tobias Harris, a scoring machine, wasn't playing. But this is the elimination game for him. I decided to do the new court and the new jerseys. Definitely look pretty fly, pretty fly and retro. I'm showing you guys a little bit of gameplay, just the first quarter, because I know you guys like, I guess, seeing all the stuff I do. So, just gonna let you guys see a couple of things. Here it is, the elimination game. I was thinking about adding the entire game in this video, and then if we did make as the first round. I would add that part also in the video, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this game just to see what happens. This court is actually super dope. I'm liking it a lot more in the game than in real life. I feel it looks really cool in the game for sure, But as you can see, man, the defensive capability we have now, that Andre Drummond is starting at power forward. Yes, Andre Drummond is taking over the power forward role away from Tobias Harris, giving us another big, giving us more defense, giving us more post moves, and best of all, more pick and roll for me. So it gives me a lot of options right there. That was I feel like that was a good layup attempt, but just didn't get to my spot, I guess. I don't know. Animations on 2K is literally the only reason and way you can score in this game, and I just got a pretty bad one there, not gonna lie. Again, the Chicago Bulls do not have Zach LaVine, and Vucevic is also hurt. Before I even say anything, look at this trash defense Ben Simmons is doing. He just decided, you know what, I'm gonna guard Patrick Williams for you, baller. You go take my man. Like, what even? And then he gave up that almost game-winning three from Lonzo. I mean, man, Ben Simmons sometimes. Anyways, they're still without LaVine, and Vucevic is, like I said before, playing basically on 1 foot. His foot, I think, is very much injured, so it's kind of hard for them to keep up with the scoring potential that we have. And as you can see, it's showing up on the scoreboard there, being already up 10 points in the first quarter. They just don't have enough scoring on the team. It's really sucky to see that for sure. Oh, actually, Lonzo Ball tells me to shut up while I'm recording this video. Sorry about that, Lonzo. You definitely are bringing it for sure, but the rest of the team is struggling a lot, and struggling so much that we absolutely blow them out. And I'm like, it's not like we're killing them offensively. Like, I'm only scoring not even 80 points. It's just that their defense is good. Their offense is just so bad it can't keep up with us. So this entire, I guess, series was just so mismatched. Really sucky to see. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, ASMballeR, you're making this too easy, blah blah blah. Well, I up the difficulty in every episode, so I can't tell you what else I could do. I guess I could play in Hall of Fame if you guys want me to, but we are the first team to making it out of the first round, sweeping the Chicago Bulls. It's been about 10-ish days from Tobias Harris' injury, so he might be out for another 3 or 4 games. So like I said, probably the rest of the next series. Also, pretty cool thing here, I'm the cover athlete of NBA2K22, which looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. We also have a little bit of a meeting for our coach, who wanted to talk to us after our first round victory. I still really enjoy the story of the MyCareer in this year's 2K. I think it's the best one they've done in a very long time. Of course, it's not very story heavy like a lot of the other games are. Like, I mean, NBA2K16 had Spike Lee directing a story mode, but even after that story was done with, it was so boring. I like how this story is continuous and continuous and continuous. It keeps going, and I love that. So I'm actually having a lot of fun continuing the story of Jake Baller and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm in the playoffs. This is my first time ever playing playoff games in a 2K game in years. Literally, it's been that long. But now with the second round, again, we are Knicks fans. Do not want to go against the Nets. But of course, we end up going against the Nets. The Knicks only won that one game. The other series, we have the Lakers sweeping their first round matchup as well. The Warriors getting past the Blazers. The Mavericks, like I said, are getting the best of the Clippers, which is pretty cool to see. Game 7 over there in Utah against Memphis. That's pretty funny. And then we have the Bucks and the Celtics going into the second round as well. Man, this is gonna be tough. This is like literally title contending guys in real life scenarios as well. It's gonna be really tough for us. Jake Baller, he does play small forward, and no, I'm not gonna be guarding Kevin Durant, thank God, unless Steve Nash decides to switch something up. It seems like I'm gonna be going against Tate, which I have no idea how they call on their team, but it's pretty interesting that Andre Drummond has the problem to guard Kevin Durant, unless somehow I can switch that to me guarding Kevin Durant, which I'd rather do. It looks like Andre Drummond has to take up that opportunity, which I guess is nice because I think the computer isn't going to be using the speed a lot of Kevin Durant, but more of the post move ability, which of course favors Andre Drummond being the bigger post defending guy. So if that is the case, hopefully we don't get extremely blown out from this game. But again, this is on superstar difficulty, so I'm just going to be hoping and praying that nothing bad happens at least. But anyways, now we're focused on the pretty incredible team of the Brooklyn Nets. Like I said, this is on superstar difficulty, so I'm assuming everyone's going to go crazy all out. But as you can see, it looks like Kyrie Irving is also recovering from an injury. I think the green plus means he's like nearly like healthy, like he's day to day. So man, everyone's getting hurt with injury. I mean, we have Tobias Harris out for another month basically, and thankfully we've been pretty good with the health. Wow, that was actually kind of a lucky mid-range shot. That was pretty dope. I need to show you guys my stats actually sometime soon. I think, an 81 or an 82 overall now. I have like an 83 three-pointer, and I think my dunks in the 80s, my speed is in the 80s. Like, I've been grinding like my guy pretty good. Like, again, I don't really play my team, so I don't need to spend VC on like packs and stuff because my team is pretty dog duty this year. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been definitely trying to focus a lot on my career. And again, speaking about focusing, obviously, of course, having Joel Embiid, I'm going to make sure Joel Embiid eats and eats and eats and eats and eats and eats this entire series. Joel Embiid, feeding him is my go-to move because, no offense to LaMarcus Aldridge, who is starting for this team right now, he's not going to be able to contain in the post a healthy Joel Embiid. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys, if you guys didn't notice, they did switch up the lineups on me. Steve Nash heard me while I was recording this video, and they're starting Eric Gordon at small forward, which is kind of surprising. I didn't know they would do that, but they did. So now I have to guard a really good, scrappy three-point shooter in Eric Gordon. Definitely pretty terrifying. Here's a nice little out-of-bounds play right there to our boy I said Wellington. I meant Ellington. Wayne Ellington, man, he's a really good deep three-point shooter for sure. And your boy open for three. I don't know what Eric Gordon was doing right there, but ping pong. Nice three right there. Nice little splash. Definitely, I'm a way better three-point shooter now than I used to be. Oh God, a couple days ago I watched my first MyCareer video, and my goodness, my guy was so bad. I'm actually loving how like my player turned out to be, and he turned out to be exactly how I love to play 2K. Definitely more of a pass first, pick and roll type of playmaking forward. I love that. I can shoot, I can drive. It's a lot of fun. Another sort of, I guess, plus that we have on our team is of course the Ben Simmons Kyrie Irving matchup. If Ben Simmons did this in real life, I wish he would, but definitely abusing the point guard. Getting in the post, just driving to the rim, just going at Kyrie, who's like, I don't know, like 7 inches shorter than him. Definitely very beneficial for us. Of course, the very nasty pick and roll. Ooh, man. That was a nice dunk right there. That was sick. I've been trying to practice going down on the analog stick a lot more, because those are like the contact dunks, the flashy dunks. If you didn't know, if you go down on the right analog stick, but sometimes it's super hard to sort of try to time them. So sometimes I do it, but sometimes I don't. And look at that, baby! Another wide open three, first quarter, 21 points. Chef kiss, amazing. And I don't know what they're doing over there in the Nets, but even against our CPU, they just can't score. And I mean, look at Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is shooting the ball like Hakeem Olajuwon and just draining them. Like I said, Joel Embiid is definitely like, he's the MVP of the team. I think I'm, not bad. I'm not a bad part of the team, but man, Joel Embiid is an absolute animal for our team. And look at that great defense from all of our guys, man. We were just a really good all-around team. That's why I really wanted to pick the 76ers to join them when I asked for a trade from originally the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, look at that. I think the players getting really good shots like that, but it's just sometimes sometimes takes the computer a really long time to get these shots going, and I think that's the problem with the CPU. Again, I like to play like really fast pace, but sometimes I just don't think the CPU can keep up with us. Oh, ah. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, man, I suck, but man, the rebounding capability also of having Andre Drummond down there with Joel Embiid is so cheese. I think, honestly, you know, Tobias Harris could stay out the entire series, and it looks like we might be able to be okay with that because, again, the rebounding capability of Andre Drummond and Joel Embiid is actually kind of insane. Oh wow, that's a nice little block right there. I think that's from Kevin Durant actually. Embiid tries to hit a three there, but misses. And again, like I said, just the three-point shooting, the rebounding of this team. That's what I meant to say. Is just really overpowered. That might just be like a 2K thing, and I think we might be exploiting the game a little bit while having Tobias Harris injured. With that, having Andre Drummond start power forward, it's pretty wild. But anyways, my defense right there was really bad on Eric Gordon. Not gonna lie. They're starting to make a little bit of a run here as I try to 1v1 Eric Gordon, get blocked again by LaMarcus Aldridge this time. Definitely something you don't hear a lot about, I would say. And again, my defense is so bad, but Eric Gordon gets caught up with some of our teammates there, and I miss a wide open three. I'm so flabbergasted. I fell. The coach also subbed me out for missing that three for some reason, but I was really scared about subbing myself out of that little quarter there, but I don't know why the Nets just can't score anything, and it would make a lot of sense if it was the complete opposite, you know, if their defense was bad but they were scoring a bunch of points. But it's like, I don't know, I don't think the CPU is really using the Nets in the right way when I'm playing against them. I don't know why. I have no idea. Is it actually because Andre Drummond is against Kevin Durant? Is it, you know, all the defenders we have on our team, of course, you know, like Ben Simmons, Thibault. I guess you could technically count myself as a defender. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Trying to go ISO here against Eric Gordon. Try to break him down with a nice little spin move there to get right past him for a juicy layup. Pretty fire, not gonna lie. Oh my god. Kevin Durant hits the signature KD move right over my head. That's actually kind of funny. That's cool, actually. You know what? I'm definitely okay with that because that's definitely a signature Kevin Durant thing to do. And also, he drives by all of us and gets a nice dunk. And look at that. It's a 10-point game in the fourth quarter. I think we're up, nearly 20 points. I think we're up over 20 points actually at one point in this game. Cut down to 10 with plenty of time left for the Nets. I'm trying to go one-on-one against KD now since he hit that three over me. And I get by him. Pump fake, and foul call bails me out. Thank goodness, because I definitely did not win that matchup whatsoever. I guess also another thing would be that the Nets just aren't really, I don't know, I guess a big team. I guess the Sixers are definitely a big team. I mean, look at that again. Just Andre Drummond looks like an all-star going against these guys. They're starting to play a full court press for some reason, and obviously full court press is like the worst thing you can possibly do because as soon as you get past your man, it's an easy dunk. And I don't know if the CPU knows that or not, but it's pretty easy to go against a full court press. We have a nice little I guess, what's that called? It's a pick and pop. Yeah, pick and pop for me over at the 3-point line. Marcus Aldridge sagged off me and created a wide open 3-point shot. That was pretty good. And again, it's not like I'm having like a killer game. It's not like I'm exploiting. Oh wow! Fouled Kyrie Irving at the 3-point line. That was actually pretty good on their part, stopping the clock, adding some points. But as I was saying, it's not like I'm exploiting the game. It's not like I have like 50 points and it's like a complete blowout on my end. I'm actually having a pretty average to even below average game. And just the size of Andre Drummond and Joel Embiid, I think Joel Embiid is definitely the MVP of this game. Except for right here. We actually almost get a 5-second call right there. I had to call a timeout because we almost got called for it. That definitely would have been bad. But game with a minute and some change left. You know me, I'm going right back to Joel Embiid. And just absolutely, look at that, over 3 guys, creating a wide open 3-pointer for Wayne Ellington, 13-point lead. That's pretty much calling game right there, but holy cow. MVP, sorry. Definitely has to go to Joel. The process, Embiid. I just literally fed him the entire game, and he created a lot of really good opportunities for us, and also the rebounding of Andre Drummond, like that was insane. So a pretty average game from Jake Baller. I actually struggled a lot. I think the superstar difficulty is really hard, but again, my teammates just scored with ease for some reason. I don't know why, but also if you guys are interested, I did sign with Adidas, the shoe brand. They're actually my favorite shoe brand in real life as well. I like them more than Jordan or Nike or anyone else, so I think that's kind of cool that I got to do that in my career. But yeah, taking a look at the playoff tree now, we did win our first matchup against the Nets. Looks like the Lakers beat out the Warriors. The Jazz actually beat the Mavericks. That's kind of surprising. And the returning NBA champs went out against the Boston Celtics. Tobias Harris looks like he might be able to come back within the next series, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how long this series goes on for. But he's out for 2 to 4 weeks now instead of 4 to 6, which is pretty good. And again, just showing you guys, it is on superstar difficulty. I guess comment down below if you want me to just keep it on superstar. If you guys would want me to try Hall of Fame difficulty for a game, I have no idea. Or maybe just try to stop being so cheesy with, like, I don't know, pick and rolls or setting picks for teammates to get them open. I don't know.